Awesome. Like I said before, our first assessment today is going to be our balance. I like to have a chair next to me just in case if I need to put my fingertips on it or grab it for balance. So if we look at the screen for what we should write down or put in the group chat, if you did hold this position for the full 10 seconds, either yes or no. Like I said before, I'm going to be demonstrating each of the exercises as well. For this one, we are going to hold this balance position or do your best to hold it for 10 seconds. I prefer it if everybody faces the camera, so you have that chair either to the right or the left of you to hold on to. Like shown in the slide, we're going to bring both the insides of our feet together, keeping hold of that chair. And once everyone is situated and in position, looks like everybody is. I'm going to say ready, set, go, and then everyone will let go of the chair and hold it. Here we go. Ready, set, go. Hold in this position for 10 seconds. And relax. Awesome. Now I'll give everyone a minute or so to just write in the chat either yes or no if you held that position, and as well your first name and last initial. Awesome. I'm getting the chat, so that's perfect. Awesome. I'll give everyone another 15 to 20 seconds, getting them all in. Awesome. Looks like everyone shared theirs and got it into the chat. If we take a look, we have our second position. This one is called semi-tandem. Same thing here. You're just going to write yes or no with your first name, last initial in the chat. Once we have hold this position for 10 seconds. Same thing here, keeping that chair next to us, except this time we're going to bring both our feet together and slide one foot slightly forward. Does not matter which foot. Here we go. Ready, set, go. And relax. Awesome. Go ahead and put either yes or no, first name, last initial for that balance position as well. Awesome. I'll give everyone another 10 or so seconds. Get that in. And once everyone's wrapping up, we have our last position. If you look at the right side of the screen, our feet are just going to be nice and aligned with each other. And if we want to go stand by our chairs, you're just going to bring your heel to your toes. So your feet are in a nice straight line, holding onto that chair. And ready, set, go. Go ahead and release and hold our balance position. If you need to use your arms to help you balance, you're more than welcome to. And relax. Awesome. Once again, let's go ahead and put our yes, our no, and our first name, last initial. Awesome. I see everyone's responses coming in. Let's all get some water before our next assessment if you have not already. All right, while everyone's wrapping it up, our next assessment is going to be our 2-minute step test. So for this one, we'll be stepping in place or marching in place for about 2 minutes. We should have our foot getting about 6 inches off the ground, which is if you were going from the road, stepping up onto a curb. That's kind of how high you want it to be off the ground. Before I demonstrate the marching in place, for what you should write down is the number of times you lift your right foot or your right leg off the ground. So you're just going to count every single time your right leg comes off the ground. That will just be 1 repetition. And we will make sure we write that in the chat. And for our stepping in place, you can do this completely unassisted with your hands on your hips or across your chest, whatever feels best. That rhymes. And we'll be stepping to about here. So we'll be stepping in place just like this for about 2 minutes. If you're worried about your balance, you can also put your fingertips on a chair. Or if you would rather do this assessment seated, we can do the same thing, scooted to the edge of the chair, hands are on our hips, and we're still just lifting each leg off the ground by about 6 or so inches. Once again, I will go ahead and start the timer. I won't be demonstrating this one. I'm just going to be watching everyone, making sure everyone looks good. And once we're in position, we'll go ahead and ready, set, go. Get started. Awesome. Everyone on camera looks great. I'll remind you guys when we have 1 minute left and when we have 30 seconds left. Awesome job. Everyone looks great still. Making sure we get 6 inches off the ground. All right, we have about 1 minute left. More than halfway done. You guys got it. Awesome. Everyone looks great. Keep those eyes looking up. Awesome. We got 30 seconds left. 30 seconds. You guys can do anything for 30 seconds. You got it. Almost there. We got 15 seconds. I'll give you guys a little countdown. And 3, 2, 1, relax. Awesome job. Everyone take a seat, get some water, and make sure we send our number of steps completed with that right leg, the number of times you lifted it off the ground, and then if you did complete the assessment seated, please make sure you also put that in the chat with your first name and your last initial as well. Awesome. Make sure we definitely take a little bit of rest after that one. Exerted ourselves a lot. Let's get some water. And I'll give everyone another 15 or so seconds to get their information into the chat. And while everyone's wrapping that up, our next assessment is going to be for upper body strength. We're going to be doing that 30-second bicep curl. So if you don't already have it with you, let's go ahead and grab the same item that you used in the first week of Happy Feet to do this assessment. If you were there with us, I use this can of soup, so that's what I'm going to be using today. But I will also demonstrate with the resistance band as well. Just thinking about it, for what we should write down, you're going to write down the number of times that you curled that item in 30 seconds. This should also be done with your dominant arm and making sure we do not switch arms in the middle of the 30 seconds, that we just stay on that one side the whole time. Awesome. Looks like most people got their answers in. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate our bicep curl. So for our bicep curl, we're going to make sure we have our dominant arm. Since I'm right-handed, I'm going to be doing my curls with my right arm. We're going to start with our item down, our arm nice and straight, shoulders roll back, eyes looking forward. As we exhale, curling that item up to our shoulder. Inhale, returning it back down. Doing as many of these as we can in 30 seconds. And if you're going to use your resistance bands instead, we're going to loop the resistance band around one leg. You can go ahead and take a grip on it with your palm facing up. And as you exhale, you'll bring that band up towards your shoulder. Inhale, return it back down towards your leg. And for this one as well, I will not be demonstrating, but I will be watching you guys. Just make sure that we remember the item that we have, as well as count how many times we're curling that item. All right, everyone looks ready. And ready, set, go. Awesome, everyone looks great. We're halfway. And 3, 2, 1, relax. Awesome. That felt quick after those 2 minutes. Just a reminder of what to write in our chat. Make sure you write the number of times you curled that item, and then also what item you'd use to curl. Awesome. I see all of them coming in. Give everyone another 10 or so seconds. We want to grab some more water before our last assessment today. Awesome. While everyone's getting those in, we have our last assessment, which is our 30-second chair stand. For our 30-second chair stand, if you're unable to do some chair stands, we are going to do leg extensions instead. So we're just going to count the number of sit to stands or chair stands completed in 30 seconds. I'll go ahead and demonstrate our chair stand. For this one, we're starting seated towards the edge of our seat so we can get good position with our feet, our knees, and our hips nice and in line, about hip distance apart. Eyes are looking forward, hands are on our hips. And as we exhale, shifting our weight forward, standing up, squeezing our quads and our glutes, and then inhale, sit back down. If this is too difficult for you, or you would rather do the seated version, we're just going to do our leg extensions. So I'll be moved towards the back of our chair, Hands are either on our hips or holding the chair. Once again, it's a personal preference, whatever feels best. And as we exhale, extending those legs, inhale, returning back down, trying to do as many as we can in 30 seconds. All right, everyone looks good and in position. Just remember, we're counting how many we got in 30 seconds. Here we go. Ready, set, go. Awesome. Everyone on camera looks great. Their eyes are forward. And we're halfway. Y'all got it. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Awesome job. You guys crushed that. Just another reminder of what to write in the chat. Number of times you did your sit to stands in 30 seconds. If you did leg extensions instead. And then as always, your first name and last initial. Awesome. Everything's coming in. Perfect. All right, that was our last assessment for today. That is all I have for you guys. I will be posting some resources or of exercise and nutrition sorts online onto the Happy Feet page. If you guys want to take a look at that, they should be posted by tomorrow evening at the latest. But thank you guys so much for following along with these last 7 weeks. Hopefully I get to see some or most of you guys next year in January. And thank you so much for being here and showing up, because if nobody shows up, there's, I'm worthless. You guys killed it, brought the program. Thank you.